What's happening, Laker Nation? It's your boy, Jay Smitty. Sports Talk back at you once again. You know what I'm talking about. And I wanted to do a follow-up video because I was so happy and so excited to get it in. I had forgot a lot of things. Now, I want to get this clear. As Stephen A. would say. Let me make this very clear. I'm not, in any way, shape, or form. Magic is a 5-time champion. I do understand what he's done for the Laker organization as a player. Make that clear, as a player in his day. But he really has no expertise or any experience as far as being a GM. Now, here's where I understand what the brother Jim was saying after he got. See, a woman thinks, Jeannie thinks with her emotions. She didn't go and interview people, you know, or give it a week or two. She just fired her brother right away, immediately. You know, rash decision, call straight Magic Johnson. Now, how can a dude with no experience, just because he was a great player, and you look at Michael Jordan, he was a great player, but he hasn't done well as far as owning teams. He barely just made the playoffs this past year. So, I mean, but back to Magic. You looking at this dude, you looking at the organization, you saying, man, what's going on? Because if they don't win this year, there's no reward in it. You don't get the tank, and if things ain't going right and you start losing, you just say, we just gonna tank and get a pick. That's not happening this year. So it's win or bust. And I mean, you putting all your eggs in one basket, and you putting all this pressure on Lonzo Ball, how you want his jersey on the wall and you want him to lead this team. And the dude is still a kid. Magic, you done went and basically got, you know, you got enough forwards and centers, but you have no shooters on your team. I wonder, what does your bench look like? Nuwaba, you got Julius Randle. You know, he's not a part of the bench, but I don't even foreseeing them dudes being there because they talking about his character too. And it's just like, come on, man, when you're in a professional organization, man, y'all always talking about how you keep stuff in-house. You're not supposed to trash your players to the media, man, and then turn around and look for it to be some type of positive output that they just supposed to show you, man. Like, I don't know what kind of world. And then you got Luke Walton, who he just look like he just a statue there. Like, to me, it just seems like Magic is running everything. Jeannie done gave him the power, and you see his head is bigger than the Titanic right now. And for the last couple of videos that I've seen on him, all he's talking about is, you know, what I did in the back of the day in Showtime Lakers. Like, Magic, that time is gone, man. Like, dudes are fast breaking, you know, high screen pick and roll from anywhere on the floor, layups, dunks, and threes, man. This ain't run a fast break. You know that, like, that's not new in the league. That's all the time. Showtime is all the time in the league now. You just have to have the right personnel to do it, and we don't have that. And then you got Luke Walton. He's so stubborn. I know he's still going to try to run that Golden State system. And it's like, Luke, you don't have the personnel for it, man. You don't have Steph Curry, 7th-round pick. You don't have a Klay Thompson that was an 11th-round pick. You don't have a undersized small forward in Draymond Green who was a 35th pick. That the organization did the smart thing and they actually developed those kids, man. Magic, there's several tweets out about you. Your first tweet was congratulating Mitch and Jim for drafting this kid and that you looked forward to working with him. Whatever happened to any of this? We didn't hear anything or any follow-up after this. D'Angelo never even mentioned it. Y'all praised this kid, but y'all put him down in the same sense. And when he came to the Lakers, everybody was so on the Okafor boat. Nobody wanted this kid, so he never really had a shot to begin with. You didn't run the pick and roll, as Luke Walton kept expressing how good he was in it. It's like he's a Byron Scott, but he's just more cool and laid back about the way he approaches it. I could be wrong, but that's what I see. He didn't blast him in the media, but then again he did, but low key though. they call that dry snitching, by the way. You know, or backbiting, excuse me. Not dry snitching, but backbiting. Like, I don't understand how you could praise a kid 1 minute and then do him dirty the next minute. And then I'm just looking at this team, like I said, man, you don't have no shooters. You got a bunch of slashers and cutters, but you have no consistent shooters. It's a shame when your big man is the best shooter at 34.5%. Your guards don't even shoot that from three. That's horrible, man. And the three decent guards that you did have, they all gone now, which would have been Lou Williams, Nick Young, and D'Angelo Russell. Now let's get to what everybody is looking for Magic Johnson to make this move to go get Paul George. Well, hypothetically, let's just say that Magic get everything he wants. Say he get Paul George this year, you're going to have to give up some more pieces to get that, so you can forget about a young core. You basically you looking for all-stars or bandage players for a few years. Excuse me, Urban, I ain't trying to steal your stuff, man, but we do Band-Aid players, man. You know, talking to my other brother, he's another great YouTuber, been doing this way longer than me, you know, so shout out to him. And I actually got inspired by doing these videos about him, and then just seeing the mess that the Lakers going through. You know, I'm more of on a rant and just giving it to you straight raw. You know, my opinion on the whole deal. And my opinion is that Magic is making the same mistake. He don't see it because his ego is so big. The same mistakes that Jim and Mitch did. I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket to get stars to come to LA. And then when they don't, then what you going to do? You're going to end up getting third and fourth tier players just to complete a team. Don't we remember when we made it on Carmelo Anthony and we waited on LeBron James and they were supposed to be coming? We waited on Aldridge, he was supposed to be coming. We waited on Durant, he was supposed to be coming. But Durant was smart enough to let you know you wasn't even going to get an interview with him. So that show you how bad your organization is. And then Magic is living on this hype train and this ego train is that, oh, I'm Magic Johnson, people going to want to come play for me. Nah, that ain't necessarily true. If you ain't showing improvement and winning games, dudes not about to leave a situation to come play for you and still lose, man. Get booted out in the first or second round. That ain't happening, Magic. He should have stuck with this young core. He should have put his arm around D'Lo, and he should have showed him and mentored him like he said he was going to do, man. Like, if you really thought that he was a franchise player and all these good things, and then when you went to LeVar Ball house, man, and you say he cooked dinner for y'all, bro, that dude was a brand new man when he came back to the media. Because before he went to LeVar Ball's, this was around Lonzo's first workout. Magic went on Sports Buzz. And then he was like telling people, we not going to break up the young core, we going to keep everything together, we going to build this the right way. And then the video before that on Sports Buzz, he was talking about how Ingram and D'Angelo were cornerstones of the franchise, man. Then a week later, you go to LeVar's house that following week and then come back, Magic was a changed dude. First you was hearing the reports, which he's not a credible source. Chad Ford was saying they was dangling D'Angelo around, trying to get a top 12 pick. When that didn't happen, they called every lottery team. No lottery team wanted D'Angelo. So I guess when he talked to the Nets, they probably was going like, we ain't gonna trade you straight up for Miles Goff for Lopez. You got to throw something good in the deal. I heard you got D'Angelo. So, man, he basically gave away for a bag of chips for a 27-round pick. And that was Brooklyn's anyway, because they ended up picking. And then I guess however they make that, he goes over to the Lakers or whatever have you. But, man, looking at what Magic doing is basically a panic quick fix, man. You trying to appease the fans, and it's like, look, the fans, I understand people pay thousands of dollars for front row seats and, people support you. But at the same time, man, it's going to be your ass on the line, Magic, when this don't go together like you want it, man. Jeannie may smile on your face now and say how much you are her brother, and people always talk good in front of the camera because it's all a game. I don't say it's a conspiracy. I know it's the truth. I know sports are rigged. I know it's about money and conspiracy to keep people deluded away from the Most High. you know. But once you wake up and you see what the Most High is talking about, then you realize, man, that, you know, to get rich and to be in that kind of game, man, you got to sell your soul for a jelly roll, man. You got to give your soul to Satan, man, which is the world, man. And you got to do whatever them Gentiles, man, want you to do in order to stay in that game. And I have to agree, Russell is immature. You know, when he videotaped that situation with the Nick Young, man, that's what started the chain reaction for him, man. If he would have never did that, and he would have stayed the course, man, and worked hard, I believe he still would have been a Laker. But I believe that dudes was probably, you know, like, look, Magic, we gonna deal with him, but we can't really play with this dude because, you know, they probably look at him as he'll tell, and we don't want that around. But, man, I'm just kind of going on ranting right now, but I just don't see good things coming to LA, man, for another 5 or 6 years, man. I mean, he set the rebuild back. Because even like I said, if you get Paul George and you get LeBron James, you're going to have to start the rebuild over because them dudes, James will be on his way out the league. What, you going to sign him to a lot of money for 2 years? Paul George will be 28, 29. He already 27, going on 28. So by the time he get with the Lakers next year, he'll be 29, man, going on 30. Dude, you got what, 3 or 4 years? And right now, man, with the way Golden State and them is playing, man, ain't nobody competing with them boys, man, especially if they find a way to sign most of them dudes back. The only odd man I see out over there is Klay Thompson, because you can see in his face and his body language that he ain't been happy since Durant got there, because he ain't getting the touches, you know. So, yeah, he's a little emotional guy, but, hey, bless his heart. But, hey, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This your boy Jay Smitty, Sports Talk. Until next time, peace.